So I salute you all from wherever you are logging in, and most welcome to our tonight training and a business presentation. I want to, on my own behalf and on behalf of the people who invited you, I want to really welcome you. This gonna be that night that we'll go into records and you build a sweet story around it, that you are invited in this kind of a meeting and it changed your life for good. I'm talking from a 14 years experience because that is when I first sat and listened to this great opportunity. So welcome. For them that are looking at our opportunity for the very first time, allow me to introduce myself. Being the first speaker, we'll be having another guest speaker after this. So Dr. Kariuki Josphat, married to Piaros Cherotich, and between us, we are blessed with 4 children. Before this, I was a full-time lecturer in the university, and my wife was a high school teacher with the TSC. That is the body that employs teachers here in Kenya. She was teaching computer science, physics and maths, and I was teaching computer science in the university. So we had 2 pay slips. But then one would wonder, then why did I have to be part of this business? It is for obvious reasons. Our jobs are good, but as stepping stones, not destination. They may not help us to achieve our dreams, really. I don't know how many of us in the call will identify with that when you get a job, you have high hopes, and then sooner or later you realize that you are not going very far. So my wife and I, after working for almost a decade, we discovered that we were lagging behind our bills. We discovered that we were not headed in the right direction of our dreams. And you see, it doesn't matter for how long you've missed the way or you've been lost. The minute you discover that you are not headed in the right direction, it's okay to change mind and say, no, let me look for the right direction. And so on 17th of July 2010, that is exactly what we did. And our lives have never been the same again. As we move on, I'm likely to be mentioning a few things here and there about our journey. But fast forward, though we started the business with really nothing much, we were paying rent instead of living in our own homes here in Nairobi. We were not even driving a car, yet we never expected that after working for a couple of years. And our children were in the very normal schools. And fast forward, we've changed everything around what I have just mentioned. Today we are driving those machines without humility, living in beautiful homes. We have 2 homes here in Nairobi. And our children are in international schools. But that is not what we are here for. We are here to share with our guests. How do you become part of us and also achieve your dreams as you continue working where you've been working? Because we believe what you are doing is equally important for the growth of your economy, whichever the country you are. Having introduced myself, now allow me to change gears and get into the presentation for the day. Superstars team is the team that is hosting this meeting. International Superstars team. We are proud of the fact that by the grace of God, we are now having presence at big businesses in over 25, 27 countries. And we give glory to God. Having started as one person in 2010, now it has grown into tens of thousands of entrepreneurs. And that is our mission, to help individuals who are willing to build their own business so that they can realize financial freedom, travel around the world for lifestyle, and enjoy a better lifestyle in terms of health, and the way they are living their lives. The major part of our presentation, ladies and gentlemen, will be about additional income. How do we change our finances? How can we build wealth? the poster we shared, we said that wealth creation is possible for everyone, but many people discover how too late. Well, I believe for us in this call, it's never too late. We can always start today. So Jim Rohn says your income is directly related to your way of thinking. That is the philosophy and not the economy. I don't know how many of us agree with that. Okay, so let's move on now. And one more thing, this is what makes us different from other businesses out there, is that for us, we are also concerned about our health, because we don't want you to make wealth and you don't enjoy that wealth because you are taking it to the five-star hospitals. We don't want that. So your health is your greatest wealth. And you'll perhaps identify with these two diagrams here. We are saying that everything you take through your mouth, you are either feeding disease or you are fighting disease. How many of us, you don't have to raise your hands, how many of us are literally feeding diseases on daily basis by eating the one that looks yummy, sweet, delicious, while in essence, that is what feeds cancer and other diseases? To the contrary, we could do the one that looks greenish and we fight diseases. Prevention is better than cure. Now, World Health Organization guides us on how we can, eat or feed so that we prevent ourselves from being part of those people who are struggling with chronic diseases. So World Health Organization tells us this: follow this wellness triangle, and even at the age of 80s, 90s, 100, you'll still be doing your things with vibrancy. At the bottom there, we are saying do physical activity and manage your weight. Then take whole grains, not the refined ones. Then as we go up, we are talking about fruits and vegetables. Reduce on proteins. 20 grams are enough in a day, especially if it's red meat. And at the apex there, do away with fats and sugars if you can. If you can't, then take the minimum. Do we do what I've just shared with us? From the vast majority, we do the opposite. We have inverted the triangle, like the way this young lady has done. Look at what she's eating, and she's smiling. She's smiling all the way to the grave because of eating things that are not healthy, but they are just feeding diseases. Now, when she eats that way, her cells become unhealthy so that they are not very functional and nutrients cannot go in because the cell membrane is hard and waste cannot get out. And so there are toxins and waste within the cells. But to the contrary, our healthy cells should be like this so that nutrients can go in and waste can go out because the cell membrane is soft and permeable. What is the result of having unhealthy cells? We become candidates of these chronic diseases, which are clearing people like crazy. For every 4 deaths, think of the burials you've attended. For every 4 deaths, 3 were not as a result of accident, not even HIV. I mean, they were as a result of these chronic diseases that come as a result of the way we eat. Heart disease, likes of pressure, stroke, diabetes, cancer, obesity, name them. But we are saying it's not all lost. It's time to reverse the trend. Now, remember, we are Superstars team, but we don't manufacture our own products. So what we have done to make sure that we are able to build very stress-free businesses, we've partnered with a company that supplies us with high-quality products, and that is Neolife International. For the last 14 years, I can confidently say, yes, Neolife will provide you with all the products you need for your perfect health and beyond. It has been there for 66 years. So, can we say that it has stood the test of time? It has strong values, by the way, that has helped it to grow exponentially and spread into 57 countries. The values are, as you can see there, honesty and integrity. Very, very critical value there for any business to survive. People are number one. We value people, products that work. And you can see some doctors and scientists and researchers here who form a body we call Scientific Advisory Board. This is the body that does research of the products to make sure that they are based in nature and backed by science. And by the way, it was founded by the late Dr. Atherfast, that famous guy who came up with cancer chemotherapy. He's the same person who founded Neolife Scientific Advisory Board. And now working with these top PhD holders in areas of nutrition, food science, food production, and all that, then they make sure that all the products really work. Then equal opportunity for all, no matter your age, as long as you're an adult, not level of education, and so on and so forth, equal opportunity for all. And long-range vision. It's not something that you do today and tomorrow it's gone. It's a business that you'll do and you pass it over to generations that will come after you. So it's a generational business. And that is a key aspect of wealth creation so that it doesn't disappear with you when you leave this world. All right, now, this is one of the best solutions that Neolife provides us with, a product called TreeNN. TreeNN is whole grains. It feeds our cells with lipins and sterols so that the cell that was unhealthy is now healthy and it can be able to allow nutrients to go in and waste to get out. So there is that efficient nutrient utilization. Then increased energy from morning to evening, you have a lot of energy. How many of us would love to have that kind of energy? From morning up to evening, you are able to do your work with full energy. I would love that. To support cellular health. So we are saying TreeNN helps you to take care of your health at the cellular level. You are as healthy as your cells. And more importantly, you have enhanced vitality. At whatever the age, you just feel you are 18. You feel that you are 18. You can do somersaults and everything that you used to do when you were young. Isn't that amazing? But we have many other products, ladies and gentlemen. It's not only TreeNN. We are talking of all these supplements up here to take care of all aspects of your health. So depending on what you are targeting, is it to boost your immunity? Is it joint health? Is it heart health? Whatever it is. Then we have herbal alternatives, products that take care of your hormones. Think of something like, feminine herbal for ladies. Ladies have, of course, even men have hormones, but for ladies, they are quite different. And they get destabilized as they go through the different changes they go through. So that you discover that someone is not able to conceive because of hormonal imbalance, or they have irregular menses, they have painful menses. These are the cancers that are hormonal related. But when you take feminine herbal, you are certain. For us men, it's masculine herbal for the equivalent benefits, right? Prostate cancer, we keep it at a respectable distance, and many others in that category. We also have weight management. I'm so impressed by this weight management because my wife, Pia Rose, is a great beneficiary. I remember before this opportunity, of course, I am to blame because I caused it by feeding her too much, and she was obese. just to be direct. You know, it was scary. Pressure was not far, and many other things. But after using this weight management program, she was able to resize, and we are forever grateful to these products. And then towards the end of the product session, we have home care products, the products you use in your house to make sure that you're not interacting with the chemicals. From bathing to washing clothes, your house, your car, your fruits, everything. We are very economical, powerful, and organic cleaning detergents. Why use more expensive and there are chemicals out there? Then that affects your health. You're inhaling the chemicals and all that. Then we have organic skincare, age-defying. I repeat, I know ladies in the house are more excited than their male counterparts, perhaps, when we talk of age-defying skincare. But the men, let's not be left behind. Our skin is as important as that of our sisters. Then we have Super Grow, the last one. Super Grow is a foliar, a crop booster. It will literally multiply your yields 3 times. 3 times. Isn't that amazing? So I want to encourage all of us to share the word with the world. That yes, we have products here that will be of help to every single person out there. So that was the first session, because we said we don't want to have all the money and we take the money to hospitals out there. So allow me now to go to the next part of our presentation, and that is financial and lifestyle success. Financial and lifestyle success. This is what made me to be part of this business. I wasn't sick 14 years ago, but my pocket was suffering from cancer that I call cancer of the pocket. Working so diligently so that I can achieve my dreams, but I found myself in a rat race where you work so hard, end of the month you get some pay, the income gets finished long before the month, and the cycle continues like that. You start borrowing and you become poorer as you work harder and harder. God helped us to discover that even if we work like that for decades, we are not going to achieve our dreams. And so this is what made me to be part of this opportunity. I was looking for the opportunity. And by coincidence, I didn't want a business that would tie me so that, the way a shopkeeper would behave. You are in a shop, so you cannot do any other thing at that time. I wanted a flexible business. So this came as a perfect answer from God. So let me go ahead and show you how you can, if you really wish, how you can start up this business and you build success around your finances and create wealth. I'll engage you first on your dreams. What are your dreams? Is it to earn additional income so that at least the month can get finished before the month is finished? Is it to drive a good machine? Is it to travel around the world, perhaps with your family for lifestyle? Is it to live in a beautiful home? Whatever your dream is, I tell you it's valid. But then let's also be realistic. How do you make your money? Because some of the approaches we use to try and create wealth are so limiting that there is no hope ever. Like, for example, employment. You see, as an employee, you are depending on someone to pay you, and they are not likely to pay you what you really are worth or what would help you to achieve your dreams. They want to sustain you working for them. Then we have self-employed people. People start small businesses which easily collapse when they don't go very far. And without them being in the business doesn't grow. So the business owns you, you don't own the business. But good news, on the right-hand side, we have big business builders, B. They work with a system, and that is what tonight we want to look at in the next few seconds. How do you work with a system so that even when you're not working, your business is still growing? I challenge you that if you cannot make money while you are asleep, then it means you'll work until you die. How many of us want to work until they die? And from being a big business owner, you become an investor. Investors don't work for money, money works for them. So now, how do you move from the left-hand side to the right-hand side? That's what I want to show you. First, take full advantage of our Superstars team strategy that I want to show you right now. And Neolife products by choice. So we'll be mentoring you on how you really combine this and you build yourself a legacy. And instantly you are an entrepreneur, but you start small as I will show you. Now start earning additional income, residual income. Residual means money that you'll be earning even when you're not working because you worked smart in the past. Then you become your own boss. You work with time flexibility. Not much risk. It's not like the conventional businesses where you have to risk a lot of money. The startup fee is too little. Then you are given digital office suite. You can operate from anywhere as long as you have your gadget. You have your own website, free of charge. Then you are given lots of incentives, travel, cash bonuses, and you're a part of a positive community that is progressing forward. Have you realized the nature of human beings is just to complain out there? But in here, we don't complain. We take full charge of our lives so that we are changing our lives and the lives of others. And then you are part of a very good mission to end the trend of poor health and financial stress. Now move with me from here. You are there. This is you. This is how you work now. This is you. And you are given an express connection. You connect with the Neolife International, such a huge company. So there are no middlemen here, no advertisers, wholesalers, distributors, retailers. No, they are not there. It's you and the company. So all the millions that would be, think with me on this one, all the millions that would be spent to pay the middlemen who are taking advantage of that money, it is you and the company. Now you start understanding where the money comes from that pays you. And to do that, you need a very little amount of money, less than 72 US dollars. That's around 9,200. And that money, by the way, comes back to you. It's not that you are paying and then you're gone. No, you pay that and immediately you get back full amount in terms of a kit. The kit contains international license. You can build the business anywhere in the world. In the call here, we have people from all over. I've seen Barbara from US. There are many people from Australia, name them. So it's an international license. Then you are given literature materials, your own website. You are given TNN. Can you believe this? 120 capsules of the #1 product in Neolife, TNN. That will take you for a month plus. But I tell you, in your first 1 week, you'll have a sweet song of the kind of energy you are experiencing. By end of the month, people will be asking you, hey, what are you using? You are growing younger instead of aging. And that's what we want. You don't want to age so fast and go to meet your creator too early. Now, every product is assigned points. Listen carefully. Points, what we are calling PV, point value system, because we are in 57 countries, we need a way of standardizing currencies. So these points you are getting will be converted into money end of the month. So just note that every product you buy gives you points, whether it's for your own use or for a client, it doesn't matter. Now, that is what you get when you pay 9,200 Kenya shillings or around 72 US dollars and free delivery anywhere in the country. But we recommend that instead of you going home with only 1 trillion, why not take 2 more so that you can take care of your full family, children, a close friend. You may sell to them one, you don't have to give. And you're adding something very small so that the total is 17,420. So this is more popular if you can. But you see, you can only do that which you can do. In terms of points, you are getting 3 times, 1 or 2 points. Now, this is big when it comes to our business. So now let me show you how you build your business. We have 3 daily success habits. The first thing that we request you to be doing is use the products. Instead of buying stuff out there, why not buy where you are being paid in your own shop? Then number 2, share the products. I might not be a farmer, but I'll be proud to share the power of Super Grow with farmers out there. A candle doesn't lose any light by lighting another candle out there. So you get points and profits, because when you're buying, you buy at 25% discount. So that becomes your profit right there. End of the month, you are paying from those points again. Then share the opportunity. This is the business. By the way, even if you don't get anything else, get 2B, 2B, 2B. Share the opportunity. Build a team of other entrepreneurial-minded friends. Tell them, hey, join us. There's a business here to make additional income. When they come over, they are part of your business. And when you are being paid, you are paid from the entire team, not your personal effort, but the entire team. I will demonstrate that in a minute. But number 3 is we train you. Please, if you are not going to be available for us to train you, to mentor you, to equip you with the skills, I suggest you don't really get started, because we are not interested with the numbers. We are interested with creating top successful entrepreneurs. Okay, yeah, so that is it. But let me now demonstrate using a 3 steps model how you build the business to a level we call director. That is earning around 100,000 Kenya shillings. That's $1,000 US. It starts with you. You are here. You paying 17,420 Kenya shillings. The equivalent was there in dollars. And you have your 1 or 2 points. Bring Mary, Jane, Peter, and Joe. Mary, Peter, and Joe, and Jane. Those are 4. So that team gives you a total of how many points? Mathematically speaking, you can see there, it's over 500, specifically 510. But as long as you have 500 points, you're called a manager. You're earning in excess of $50 US. But now the following month, step 2, Mary, Jane, Peter, Joe are now managers. They are giving you 500 points with their teams. You're also bringing in a few others. You are leading by example. That gives you 2,500. With 1,000 points, you're a senior manager earning in excess of $100 US. But with the 2,000 points, you are an executive manager earning 25,000 Kenya shillings. That is over $250 US. As I show you this system, I know there are people who are saying, yes, in my 2nd month, I must be an executive manager. And you know what? If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. Simple principle there. The last step there, step 3, is where now Mary, Jane, Peter, Joe, some of them are executive managers, others senior managers, and so you are now what we call a director. You have more than 4,000 points. Of course, that structure you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it's way beyond 12,000 points. So with only 4,000 points, you are a director. Today in Nairobi at Hilton Hotel, we were celebrating the new directors for last month. And you could be the next director to be celebrated by end of this month. So as a director, you are earning in excess of 80,000 Kenya shillings. That's almost $1,000 US. And in a summary, everyone start down here. I encourage all of us, please, let's be excited to start small as we build it up, because that's the nature of genuine success. So you start down here as a distributor. When you just join us, you go up to director. But from here now, you start helping the people you have brought into the business to become directors. With 1 director, you're called a software director. You're earning a 6-figure income. And these are the people that the company will pay 100% travel and accommodation for. We've just come from Mauritius in May this year. We are heading to Cape Town next year with all our Sapphire directors. With 3 directors, you're a Ruby director. The lifestyle gets to a whole new level. You're earning over 200,000 Kenya shillings. That's 2,000 US dollars. With the 6 directors, you're a president team member earning way above $500,000 per month. You see, when Pieros and myself, we started this business, we've built it together as a couple from distributor. And within our first 2 years, 11 months, we were already president team members. That will be your story in the next few years. As president team members, that was in 2013, we were already earning way beyond this, over 7,000 US dollars every month. And later it grew to some exciting levels. And I can tell you, life has never been the same again. And before I invite our guest speakers, just have a look at what can happen when you say yes to this opportunity. That was me before this opportunity as a full-time lecturer in the university. I wasn't aware that employment wasn't going to take me very far. But from when I decided enough is enough, I jumped into the opportunity. You can see the live there. This is our second home. That's our machine there, the later shape of Land Cruiser. So things can really change if you change how you've been doing things. Those are our kids there. They are in international schools, doing Cambridge system others, and we are so grateful to God that he has provided this opportunity for us. This is where my wife was brought up, this house down here, grass thatched. And look at the house we built for my in-laws within no time of building this business. That's my wife there. Pierre was excited about what life has to offer. I don't want to move on with this because there is a lot to talk about. You are joining the best team, Superstars team. That's the founder giving us the award for being #1 in your life world. We were in Mauritius then, and we'll move on with the lifestyle issues if time allows. For now, allow me to pause a little bit, just a little bit, and ask one of our top directors from here in Nairobi to unmute himself and take a few minutes to tell us how the journey has been. He is a director, but came from a very, very unique background. An assurance that anyone who has the desire and the will and commitment, they can live a sweet life like us. So, Father Lucas Juma, kindly take it away.
Wow. Just to confirm, am I audible enough?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Josphat. So I am Father Lucas, as has already been said, a very excited member of the Superstars team. And I came across this business in 2017 because one of my friends, whom I can call my angel, invited me to attend a physical meeting in Kisumu in a hotel that the friend never explained that the meeting was about what. And so because of the respect of my friend, I attended the meeting. And it happened that time my mom was suffering from acute arthritis. And she had suffered for a long time that we had tried to take her to various hospitals for treatment. And it happened that time in 2017, around May there, she had gone to hospital. And after the discharging, because she had been even admitted, and she used to be admitted for several times. So this time round, the doctor told her that, Mother, let me be clear with you that arthritis has no cure. And whatever we have been giving you are the painkillers that are helping to relieve you the pain, but not actually curing arthritis. And so you find a patient in such a situation being told that the ailment has no cure. it made her to give up life. She had given up. She was just waiting for the time for God to take her away from this world. Ourselves as well, we were so depressed, we were so down because even our financial status was so down because of her ailment. We had done the much we could to take her for treatment in various places in vain. The joints, the knees, the back, and all that was paining. And when it started, it was just so cumbersome for all of us. And the one who was feeling all this pain more was myself, because as a priest, you know very well that the charge of the parents is always taken to me, to the priest. So when she's sick, my brothers are calling me, Mom is sick. Are you providing some money and all this and all that? And yeah, that was the trend for several times. Now, when I attended that meeting, that training in Kisumu, it happened that the one who was doing the presentation was Pia Rose, the spouse of Josphat, who has just done the presentation. And I remember that when I went to the hall of the presentation, I was a bit reluctant to even stay for long. But when I came to hear about the ailments they were talking about, and arthritis was one of them, and they were assuring the audience that these products were really going to cure arthritis, I got close interest because of my mom. So I even went to the front bench and sat keenly to listen so that at least I could find something good for my mother to get a cure. And certainly at the end of the presentation, I was told that for you to get these products, you have two choices. The first one, you can buy it from somebody who has got a license. But the second one, you can get a license yourself. The advantage of getting a license, I was told, was that you buy the products at a cheaper price. I did not care much about the money part of it. You know, Josphat has presented the money part of it. But I wasn't so much interested on that part. I was really eager for my mom to get better. And so I registered immediately, got the products. I remember I was given the Provitality that I took to her. And within a short time, she called me, a short time of using these products. She called me and told me, actually, the pain is gone. And so I told her that, no, we are even coming with other products because I had not even bought the real arthritis products. So I bought the arthritis products and sent her. She took for a month. And then when they were over, she was drastically better. I bought a second dose and sent to her that she took for another 1 month. And when this second dose was over, my mom, who couldn't walk, who couldn't use a matatu for 1 hour because of the pain, managed to use a matatu for 5 hours throughout so that she could visit me in the parish where I was working, simply with joy to come and show me that surely she has recovered. Hallelujah. Actually, we need to say that hallelujah more. This one was like a miracle. Actually, it was. God has done wonders in what even the doctors had known and had really declared that was untreatable. And to cut the story short about my mom, as we are talking, it is 7 years along the line. She has not visited the doctor anymore. She is fine. She's doing her work and healthy, strong. She's even working in the garden. And this is what she had even stopped before we got these products. So 7 years along the line, her health has gone normal. She rarely visits hospital because I think immunity has even gone up, and her memory, because of using the omega-3 salmon oil, has become also very, very perfect. She had other issues like pressure. This is a lady that if she got malaria, she would be even talking to herself. You would think she's running mad. We never experience such circumstances anymore. So in short, her health is fully recovered. So after she recovered, I said, "Hallelujah! I'm fine now." Because I didn't need the money. I thought I had money. Sometimes you can be in comfort zone that you think you have enough. Actually, we priests feel we have enough because of the offertory that sustains us. But it is quite important to understand that this offertory we receive because of our service in the church is just for sustaining us alone, and not even the extended family. So it happened also that same time in 2017, I had, of course, I have even now, my young sisters, the two of them who, when my father was passing away, some time back, they were in class 3. And so that time they were already in Form 1. I had saved something to take them to Form 1. But then it happened that within that time, 2017, I was transferred from an equally nice parish whereby the offertory was good to a place which was so remote, and yes, the food in kind was so much, what we call matega in Kenya was a lot, but the physical coins or the currency was very little. So I remember that as 3 priests in the same parish, we would share 1,000 shillings each on a Monday, and then wait for the next Monday also to get another 1,000 Kenya shillings. Now that is too little. Actually, that is only for the airtime. So I would find that I spend most of my time in the house because I would not even get transport to move to the nearest market just for anything. And I remember that the whole of that year, that was 2018, and even part of 2019, I never visited my home because where do you even get transport? Thank God that nothing serious happened at our home that required my attention. And so I would give excuses, but the truth was that I didn't have money. Then I sat down and asked myself, if I am the sole provider for the education of my sisters, and I am in such a situation, how much would I save 1,000 per week to be able to educate secondary school girls for the next 4 years? If I don't do something different, then these girls were going to certainly drop out of school. And so it came really to my mind the day I attended that meeting in Kisumu. And remember, that day they told me that if you register with them, then you would also have a possibility of making some money. And so when it clicked to me, I went to search for where I had hidden my license. I had registered, bought medications for my mom, and then even forgot where I had placed my license. So in 2019, let me say 2 years later, I searched for it, got it, and then I had to look for Mr. Josphat all the way in Nairobi for them to explain to me how now would I manage to make money. And I remember they were so kind enough. They shared with me all the secrets, actually the same things they have shared here. Use the products, share the products, and then share the opportunity and earn money. And the first month, I managed to earn 600 shillings. And this one was so little, though it was slightly less than the one I was getting every week. But paid from the company was a sign that surely this business works. And as somebody who also loved mathematics when I was in school, I just said, if you add zeros in front of this 600, then obviously the more the zeros, the better. I started working thoroughly and just talking because I said God has given me more saliva, and actually people whom I meet, the same people I preach to, are the same sick people. So I would preach at the end of the service or of the mass. I tell the people, if now we are finished God's work, so if you have arthritis, pressure, diabetes, and all that, see me outside. And with that, I was so surprised that almost the first day, half of the church came to see me. Well, not many were pleased with my suggestions because they were even wondering, you have gone to do theology to learn about preaching. How comes now you are talking about medicine? Well, there are a few who believed and said, let us try what Father is saying. But the testimony that I was giving was my mother's testimony. And this is what helped me to get confidence of many of my customers. So I got customers, and at the same time, I got people who joined my team. And within a very short time, actually within 9 months, I became a director, earning 74,000 shillings. That was a great stride. And henceforth, from that time till now, yes, I'm still a director earning that money each month. This one has helped to educate my sisters. As we are talking, these girls are in university, third year. Remember that just after becoming a director, then in 2020, COVID came. So when COVID came, you also need to understand that even churches were closed, especially in Kenya. So lockdown affected even us more. And so we who depended on offertory now, we didn't have any alternative. But myself, I was lucky because every end month, going to the bank, there was something. And then just to say that, well, these girls have gone with their education very smoothly until now. And I believe that next year they are finishing. In 2021, I was also asked by my superiors to go to school. And right now I'm a student. So a student educating students, if at all this business was not there, then I just don't know how we would have ended. I greatly thank God who helped my friend to introduce me to this, and my leaders who have helped me to move to this level. I encourage each one of us, anybody who is listening to us today, that take quick decision, join us. Let us transform the world. Here there is money, here there is health, and there is lifestyle. We have enjoyed a lot. We have enjoyed a lot. I am not able to mention all of them at this short moment, but I believe that my face already tells you that we have really enjoyed a lot. And so I have also given hope to many, many people who had lost hope in life. Come, let us work together to transform the world to a better level. And I am sure that here you will be fulfilled as an individual. Thank you so much, and may God bless all of us.
Wow, excellent. Thank you so much, Father Lucas, for that great success story. You know, it's very challenging, and I'm sure everyone is feeling like if Father Lucas, a priest, can do it with the offertory and everything, what about me who doesn't have an offertory and the chicken being brought to me by the congregants? I mean, and you know, they are not really business oriented. So let's do it. Let's take Father Lucas's challenge as a real challenge to help us, you know, rise up from our comfort zones. And if he has done it, you too can do it. I just want to wind up the session by asking our guests to consider, because you lose nothing by starting your own business and our mentorship. I want to challenge you to consider getting started. And what I mean is, we've said it's not much amount of money that you need to get started. And a year from today, you'll look back and thank yourself and say, well, my life has changed. I want to give you the PayPal number. And just before then, in less than 2 minutes, lifestyle and travel. This is something that we really enjoy, and it's very unique, unlike other businesses out there. You see, when you become a director, especially in our team, we want to spoil you positively with this lavish lifestyle. We take you to these 5-star hotels. Those who are in Nairobi, you'll identify these leaders here at Olesereni Mara. The other one is Sarova Stanley, right at the center or heart of Nairobi. Look at how excited the leaders are, just having fun. This is, I mean, by the way, this is how heaven will look like. Just having fun, praising, dancing, enjoying, you know, and eating. Look at that. This is against Sarova, a recent dinner. I've seen some of our directors from Zambia, Irene Mshukano and Dr. Tino, in the call. You can see them here. They traveled all the way to come and enjoy with us as we celebrated them. Then we become a Sapphire director. We take you to Windsor and Country Club for Ruby directors. We take you for Ruby orientation in a Gold Cotton Hotel in South Africa. Oh my, look at that. Zambia. We were in Zambia in 2012. I was still young in the business. 2013, we went to Dubai. Grand Hyatt. Dining and wining with who is who. Likes of the founder. You can see the founder there. Jerry Brasfield. The 2014, we went again to Dubai, this time Atlantis the Palm. Climbing to the top of the tallest building in the world. You know, these are good things to experience. Even when you go to heaven and God asks you, how was life down on earth? You can mention something like Burj Khalifa, the tallest building, and you will see for sure you lived. You know, don't go to heaven without a story. Then we went to Obai. It's an island in Indian Ocean. Cape Town in 2017. That was our second flight to Cape Town. 2018, we went 3 flights. One to Abu Dhabi, Ferrari World, yes, Water World and all that. The second one to Mauritius in 2018 again. And the third one to Mexico, Los Cabos. 22 hours flight from JKIA via Amsterdam. And lots of cash incentives when we went to Abu Dhabi in 2019, you know, in addition to our monthly bonus, the company just appreciated us with 615,000 Kenya shillings. Wow, I know people are already budgeting for this and I already consumed the money. But yours is coming. This is this year. We were in Mauritius this year, 2024, in May, from 11th with the Kedra CEO there, having fun with my wife there. You see, you cannot even age. How do you age with this kind of lifestyle? You can only grow younger and younger. And we are just so excited to fly again in 2025 together with you to Cape Town. You could join us today if you believe in yourself, if you don't allow doubts to stop you. We mentor you, we work together, we focus on your dreams. And before May next year, you'll be a Sapphire director and we fly together to Cape Town. But my closing remark is this. Think about the money you have spent in ways you cannot explain in the past. 17,420 Kenya shillings is just too little. And if you can't do this, then 9,200, that is less than 100 US dollars. Why not, for once, decide you are going to throw yourself into a new territory and see what can happen? Because without starting, you never know what you would have achieved in life. At times, it's better to start and fail than fail to start, ladies and gentlemen. I challenge you, friends, let's do this. It will not only be a benefit to you, but also a benefit to your friends, and we change the world together. We were not just born for our sake, but to leave a mark and impact in this world. Don't start tomorrow. That's what we call procrastination. Start today. Start now. I request that you turn to the person who invited you. If you are together physically, just ask them directly that question, how do I get started now? If they are far, call them, WhatsApp them right now, and ask them to guide you to start tonight. You sleep having started a journey of never regret, you know. Those who are in Kenya, the PayBill number is right there, 985650, account number. You put your national ID, and then the amount is there, and we get started. May God bless you so much. Thank you so much for having been with us tonight. I look forward to celebrating your success. I look forward to seeing you in the beaches of the world, if you'll be there to be met. Bye-bye. God bless you and see you at the top. and turn to the person who invited you. They help you to get started. God bless you.